Good day everyone, this is Group 7 Harmony Spectrum. Magaling Gypsy, Bradis Kurt, Reyes Gian, and Vito Kurt. We were going to discuss the topic about the national artist for music. Our group is assigned 6 out of the total 12 artists. They are Antonio J. Molina, Jovita Fuentes, Antonio R. Benaventura, Lucrecia R. Casilag, Lucio San Pedro, and Felipe Padilla de Leon. The first one is
Antonio Molina was a composer and conductor born on December 26, 1894. He was recognized as the national artist of music in the Philippines for his significant contribution in promoting Filipino culture through music. One of Antonio Molina's well-known songs is Hating Gabi. The song expresses the sadness and grief of someone who has left by their love one in the nights of the night. It portrays the feelings of loneliness and regret over the loss of our. Another popular song by Molina,
Malikmata by Antonio Molina, expresses deep feelings of longing and heartache, centered on the idea of illusion or fleeting love. The term malikmata refers to an illusion symbolizing unattainable desires or dreams that feel real but are ultimately out of reach. Through its poignant melody and lyrics, the song captures the emotional turmoil of loving someone you can't have, blending Molina's classical music style with Filipino sentiment. It remains a timeless reflection of unrequited love and the painful beauty of elusive affection. Example video. So what is the role of Antonio Molina in contemporary arts? Antonio Molina's role in contemporary arts goes beyond being a composer of his time. He serves as an inspiration to future generations of musicians and Filipino artists. His compositions showcase national identity and value Filipino culture. His music continues to resonate in the present and serves as an inspiration to modern musicians. Next is Jovita Fuentes, born on February 15, 1895 in Capiz, was a renowned Filipino singer and the first Filipino international star in opera. She gained fame for her powerful voice, particularly for her performance as Cho-Cho-san in Puccini's Madama Butterfly in Italy in 1925. She is considered a national icon in the field of music. One of her songs is Ay Kalisod, is a traditional Filipino folk song, particularly popular in the Visayan region. The title translates to "Oh the Hardship" or "Oh the Sorrow" in English. It is a song that expresses deep feelings of longing and heartache, often associated with the pain of unrequited love or separation from a loved one. The song Ay Kalisod is a poignant expression of emotional suffering. The lyrics typically convey themes of sadness, melancholy, and the burdens of life, which resonate deeply with the listeners. The phrase Ay Kalisod itself reflects a lament over the hardships and sorrows that are parts of the human experience. The next example is Puccini. It reflects her deep admiration for the Italian composer Giacomo Puccini. The song embodies her dedication to performing Puccini's operatic works, which played a significant role in her international career. It highlights the cultural bridge once created between the Philippines and the global operatic stage, celebrating her legacy as a pioneer in classical music. Jovita Fuentes played a significant role in the development of arts and culture in the Philippines. Her contributions to opera and classical music highlighted the talent of Filipinos in the field of arts. Her success served as inspiration for future generations of artists who continued to promote culture and arts in the modern era. The third artist is Antonio R. Buenaventura. He was a renowned Filipino composer, conductor, and music educator. He was born on July 7, 1904 in Bulacan, Philippines. He was one of the leading composers of his time and he was also one of the first Filipino to gain international recognition in the field of music. One of his songs is Ang Bagong Lipunan. This composition was created to reflect themes related to societal change and progress in the Philippines. It showcased Buenaventura's ability to address contemporary issues through music while incorporating traditional Filipino musical elements. Next is Twilight by the Sea or Sa Dapo ng Araw. It is a nostalgic song that evokes the peaceful and reflective moments one experienced by the sea at twilight. The lyrics typically speak of a serene and contemplative time, capturing the beauty of nature and the tranquility of the evening. The song's significance lies in its ability to convey a deep sense of calm and introspection, resonating with listeners through its evocative imagery and soothing melody. It reflects Antonio Buenaventura's skill in capturing the essence of Filipino landscape and emotions, contributing to the rich tapestry of Filipino music. Antonio R. Buenaventura's contribution to contemporary arts can be seen in his compositions that are still being performed and studied by musicians and music students. As a teacher and inspiration to the future generations of musicians, he played a significant role in preserving and promoting the musical culture of the Philippines. His compositions showcase the importance of music as a part of everyday life. The fourth one is Lucrecia Roxas Casilag, was a Filipino composer and pianist. She is particularly known for incorporating indigenous Filipino instruments into orchestral productions. Lucrecia King Roxas Casilag was born in San Fernando, La Union, Philippines and grew up in Paco, Manila. One of his well-known songs is Dandan Soy. It is a song that reflects the culture and society of the Philippines. This song is commonly used in gatherings and festivals of Filipinos, especially in communities that aim to show their love and respect for each other and the country. Dandan Soy by Lucrecia Roxas Casilag.
Dandan soy, bayaan na ikaw, pauli ako sa payaw, ugali kung ikaw hilawon, ang payaw di mo lang lantawon.
And the next song is Sisa. It is a musical interpretation of the character Sisa from Jose Rizal novel Noli Me Tangere. Sisa embodies the tragic figure of a mother who descends into madness after losing her two sons to the injustice of Spanish colonial rule. The suit captures her emotional turmoil from love and longing to anguish and madness. Casilag's use of Filipino folk themes and modern orchestration reflects both the cultural identity of the Philippines and the timelessness of Sisa's grief, symbolizing the country's historical struggles. In contemporary arts, Lucrecia Casilag was instrumental in developing Philippine music and culture. She founded the Bayanihan Folk Arts Center for Research and Theatrical Presentations and was closely involved with the Bayanihan Philippine Dance Company. She was the founding director of the Bayanihan Philippine National Folk Dance Company and was named National Artist of the Philippines for Dance in 1988. She worked to translate folk dancing into the realm of theater. And the next artist is Lucio San Pedro. He was a national artist of the Philippines for music, born in 1913, who is remembered for compositions like Sa Ugoy ng Duyan and symphonic poem Lahing Kayumanggi. He was a band conductor and teacher who contributed to regional band music. One of his famous works is Sa Ugoy sa Duyan, composed by him. Is a beloved Filipino lullaby that symbolizes the warmth of a mother's love and the innocence of childhood. Its lyrics express a deep longing for the comfort and peace of being cradled in a mother's arms, evoking nostalgia and emotional connection. As a cultural treasure in the Philippines, the song reflects universal themes of love, care, and longing, making it a timeless tribute to the bond between mother and child. The song Ugoy sa Duyan or Sa Ugoy ng Duyan.
Sana'y di magmaliw ang dati kong araw nang munti pang bata sa piling ni nanay. Nais kong maulit ang awit ni ng mahal, awit ng pag-ibig habang ako'y nasa duyan.
The next one is Sa Mahal Kong Bayan. It is a patriotic song that expresses profound love and devotion to the Philippines. Through its evocative lyrics and melody, it celebrates the nation's beauty, struggles, and aspirations, fostering a deep sense of national pride and unity. The song highlights the importance of collective effort in building a better nation and stands as a testament to San Pedro's commitment to his homeland, contributing significantly to Filipino cultural heritage and inspiring a sense of shared identity and purpose. Lucio San Pedro, a master composer, conductor, and teacher whose music evokes the folk elements of the Filipino heritage, San Pedro produced a wide-ranging body of works that includes band music, concertos for violin and orchestra, choral works, cantatas and chamber music, music for violin and piano, and songs for solo voice. Lastly, Felipe Padilla de Leon. He was a Filipino romantical music composer, conductor, and scholar. He was known for composing different sonatas, marches, and concertos that reflect the Filipino identity. Felipe Padilla de Leon's Kundiman is a significant work in the Philippines classical music literature. The term kundiman refers to a traditional Filipino love song, often characterized by its lyrical and melancholic qualities. De Leon's composition is notable for its melding of traditional Filipino musical elements with Western classical forms. The piece reflects the deep emotional and cultural roots of the kundiman genre, showing De Leon's ability to fuse nationalistic themes with classical structures. It often symbolizes Filipino identity and the resilience of the human spirit, blending romantic sentiment with a broader sense of national pride. This composition is a testament to De Leon's role in preserving and elevating Filipino musical heritage. The next one is Pasko na Naman. It's a classic Filipino Christmas song composed by De Leon. The song expresses the joy and excitement of the holiday season, reflecting Filipino traditions and the festive spirit of Christmas. Its cheerful melody and lyrics capture the essence of celebrating Christmas in the Philippines, where the holiday season is a time of family gatherings and communal celebrations. So what is his role in contemporary art? Felipe de Leon was known for composing different sonatas, marches, and concertos that reflect the Filipino identity. De Leon was also recognized as a composer who experienced different regime change throughout the course of his lifetime. All of these artists are truly amazing, but always remember, every artist was first an amateur. The phrase means that every expert or accomplished artist started as a beginner. learning and improving over time. If they can do it, you can do it as well. Just trust yourself. You are an artist in your own way. Thank you so much for watching.